If you're looking for a Svartpilen, we'd say wait for the 401, that rowdy engine, to find its way here before choosing this.
The wait is over. The Svartpilen 401, it's finally here in India.
We're a long way from home, way beyond Thunderdome. Danger zone, lock and load, weak will atone, strong stand alone.
It undercuts the 390 Duke by more than 18,000 rupees. It packs a rather rowdy engine and looks exotic. This should be fun.
Want respect, run the gauntlet. We bring the pain regardless.
You see, the previous gen Husky 250s were beautiful machines, but us Indians, we didn't really fancy them. Their USP was their minimalistic design, but I think that's where the problem was. They were a bit too minimalistic and hence too cramped for most Indian riders to have fun on. But with the new Svartpilen 401, things are different. I mean, this is as exotic as ever, but it has substance, it has mass to it. It'll grab attention, and there's no mistaking this bike for anything else out on the road. But it'll do so in a very subtle manner. It's not so shouty, it's not so loud, it's not so out there as the new KTM 390 Duke.
Only the strong survive.
And when you compare it with the previous gen Svartpilen 250, it just looks a lot better put together. These panels, the way the wires have been tucked in, all of that just makes this bike look a lot better. And given that the bike is physically larger than before, even taller riders actually have a lot of room to move around and there's no longer that cramped feeling. But along with this, the lower seat height also means that shorter riders now no longer have to tiptoe, something that they did face with the previous gen 250s. But yeah, let's address the elephant in the room. Spoke wheels with Pirelli Scorpion Rally STR tires. If these made you think, no, not happening. These are still 17-inch wheels at the end of the day, and the ground clearance is actually 6 mm less than the KTM 390 Duke. So yeah, while these will be more than capable at handling your everyday off-roading, brought to you by our fantastic roads, please don't go trail hunting with them. At this price point, you'll get other far better bikes suited for this purpose and bikes that will fulfill your Dakar Rally aspirations. So yeah, these are a bit of a form over function element. That said, I do like the way they look. I feel they add a sense of subtlety and class to the bike's overall design. And for those who are concerned about the tube rims, Bajaj has told us that the magnesium wheels from the Vitpillion 250 can be retrofitted onto the Svartpilen 401 with tubeless tires. But as of now, the spoke wheels are incompatible with tubeless rims. Until that happens, you will have to make do with tube rims, meaning repairing punctures. It'll still be a major pain point. Another new bit on the Svartpilen 401 is the 5-inch TFT console. I mean, yeah, it's the same unit as the one on the new 390 Duke, but this one has a different layout. Of the 3 layouts on offer, I love this, the least complicated, minimalistic one. It shows just the speed, revs, and the gear position indicator, which are usually 3 of the most important things you glance at while riding. No over-the-top details on the screen meant I could focus on the road ahead with nothing to distract me. But if you do like your console's information loaded, you can select from the other screen interfaces as well. All those things aside, this bike is essentially a KTM 390 Duke underneath, every bit as good. This fantastic new 399cc engine, the versatile suspension, the sharp brakes, the telepathic handling, it's incredibly engaging to ride and I loved every bit of it. Low speed city commutes in higher gears, it'll do it. High speed highway touring, no problem. 6th gear, 100 kmph, effortless. 120 kmph, doable. 140 kmph, the bike will do it, but our roads aren't really meant for it, so let's come back to something between 100 and 120 kmph. But yeah, in sum, what I mean is, this is exactly the same as the KTM 390 Duke, and I love every bit of it.
I just wanna feel you on my body, so seductive.
And that very magic continues as you come back to the city too. Apart from the engine, two things really stand out. First, the suspension. You see, my slender build means I'm used to getting tossed around on sporty bikes with firmly sprung suspension. This bike, sure, it's sporty, but the suspension, it's beautiful.
You tell 1,000 stories with your body.
Sure, it's adjustable, but even the stock settings tick all the right boxes. It literally feels plush over most of the undulations, and even if you start hitting road imperfections at speed, it remains unfazed. So much so that I didn't feel the need to tinker around with the adjustability even once. The second thing is definitely the quick shifter. I know, we already talked about it at length in our 390 Duke first ride video, but it's so good, it deserves a second shout out. Anything above 3000 RPM and it shifts without hesitation, and as the revs build, it only gets better and better and better. The only problem with it is that it has really spoiled me, and now I want such a quick shift on every bike that I ride.
Moving on.
4 years ago, even after riding the Husky 250s, a lot of you guys were left with this one question. Whom were these bikes exactly for? And I think the answer to that is a little bit more clear today. The 390 Duke, it's like a golden retriever. The Svartpilen 401, on the other hand, it's a German Shepherd. Both are equally energetic and playful, mind you. But this one, it hides its inner hooligan with a layer of sophistication. Something that mature riders will definitely appreciate. I loved riding the new KTM 390 Duke a couple of months ago, but I just felt it was a bit too in your face. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys would feel the same. The Svartpilen 401, on the other hand, be it its mature design language, the top-notch fit and finish levels, the clean console layout, these spoke wheels, or even the new 399cc engine, which is a lot more mature now. All of these things come together to make it a very sophisticated package. They make it look very subtle and very classy. Something I quite like. And honestly, I'd love to get one of these home.